Beyond the Bell, exploring education in the Bangor School Department, a Bangor School Department podcast.
Welcome back to Beyond the Bell, the Bangor School Department podcast, where we explore important topics in education and our community. I'm Dr. Marie Robinson, Superintendent of the Bangor School Department.
And I'm School Committee Member Sara Luciano. Today we have a special guest, Principal Richard Fournier from Fruit Street Elementary. Welcome, Mr. Fournier.
Thank you, Dr. Robinson and Sarah. I'm excited to be here and discuss some important topics for our school community.
Wonderful. Let's start with the reading program at Fruit Street. We've seen great success through the Bangor Mentoring Program. Can you share a little bit about how this has started?
I'd be happy to. About 3 or 4 years ago, I was contacted by Ray Finney and Rachel Gordon, Bangor High School English teacher, about starting a reading mentoring program at the Fruit Street School. So what has started out as 1 to 2 students has blossomed into 42 students over this past year.
That is a proactive approach. How has it impacted our students? And how do you see the program evolving in the future?
The impact of the students is tremendous. They look forward to having the students come in each and every day. I know I anticipate the students from Rachel Gordon and the number and Ray reaching out. And so the students come in, they visit the classrooms, they sit with the classrooms in the classrooms and they read with the students and they play games with the students. And a couple of stories I'd like to share is we had this one student who would come in every Tuesday. He would start out with the PE teacher for the last 15 minutes. And all the students would just shout hooray, so to speak, when he walked through the doors. And then he spent the last 15 minutes playing board games with 2 or 3 other students who really looked up to this student coming in each and every week. And they just so enjoyed his presence. The other, we've had mentors who have gone on field trips with our kids, but we're really fortunate at Fruit Street and where we have events. We have the Fall Festival, we have the Spaghetti Supper, and we have 40 to 50 Bangor High School students that come over and volunteer their time from 2 to 3 hours to be with our families. And it's just an awesome thing to see, and the kids from Fruit Street recognize the older high school students. And so it's just one of those times where it's just a special night when we can have the Bangor High School students come in to our school. I know our teachers are excited to expand on the reading program, and I've reached out to Mrs. Gordon. We're going to pick up the pace here at the end of the first quarter to really try to get our number up around 50. And I'd like to see 50. Last year, we lost a significant number of our seniors, so it would be nice to have some more students. But also, I know that Principal Mooring at the James F. Dowdy School and Principal Sweat at the Vine Screw School, they're also collaborating to create a mentoring program. So this reading mentoring program that started at Fruit Street is really just starting to blossom and kind of trickle out to every other school in our district, which is so exciting.
That's really great to hear. I love the collaborative effort, and I really enjoy hearing, oftentimes we might think that only the younger students are benefiting, but I think what you've illustrated here is that it's a win-win. So our older students are really benefiting from having that mentorship with younger students and recognizing that they have a tremendous amount of value and can support students in so many different ways, whether that's social skills, reading skills, just helping them to navigate their elementary experience. So when you think about, so thank you. And I just want to thank everyone who has been involved and is involved and will be involved in really bringing a team approach and wrapping around students to support them at all levels. I think that is really critical. So if we're thinking about, parents and how they might get their child involved in something like this, how does that typically happen? Or is it more of the school does this and all children participate?
I think it's it's all students have the chance to have the students come into the classroom. Depending on the time, some teachers may have specials, so we try to work around specials. We want to encourage the Bangor High School students to come in whenever they're free, and we can work their schedule into any of the teacher's schedule. All the teachers know and kind of expect that I'm going to reach out and say, hey, we have X number of Bangor High School mentors coming in, and then they start signing up. And we actually have probably anywhere from 6 to 8 students who have been coming to our school for at least 3 years now.
That's wonderful. So if I'm hearing you correctly, it sounds like there isn't necessarily a one-to-one match of mentor to student per se. It's more of a collective effort where the high school students come in, they support the elementary classes, and they help all of the kids that are around.
Yes. There are times, of course, when we have some students, the Bangor High School student may come in and just read to 3 or 4 students, and they may do that for 2 or 3 weeks, and then it could switch groups. So it's really evolving, and it's based on the student's needs within that classroom and how the teacher sees the best fit for the mentor that comes in. Usually they reach out and they talk and they discuss what's going to take place. I know Ms. Gordon does a great job of preparing the students who come over to Fruit Street, so they are prepared and ready, and they're always so professional coming in that it's kind of neat to see.
That's wonderful. So I would say it sounds to me like this is kind of a tier 1 support for, helping kids with their reading skills in a big way, along with those other skills that they're benefiting from the high schoolers. So if parents do have concerns, any specific concerns, what is the best way for them to address that there at Fruit Street?
I think it's always important for parents to feel comfortable voicing their concerns. The very first step is to always reach out to the classroom teacher and either have a phone conversation or even set up a meeting to come in where they can sit down and discuss those concerns. And if further discussion needs to happen, of course, they can always reach out to the building principal or even the guidance counselor, and we all can sit down and go over those concerns. Find ways to support and resolve any issues, because we want to work together in making sure that all students are successful in school. And one thing that will happen in November 24th and 25th will be the parent-teacher conferences. So at this time, we're having parents sign up for those time slots, but it's a great time for parents to sit down, meet with the teacher, hear the concerns, but also hear the success, because every student is successful at school. So we want to hear what they're doing well in, what they may need to work on, but more importantly, how important they are to our school and for all students, how important they are to all Bangor schools to be successful. And we want to help parents to make sure that their child reaches that goal.
That's wonderful. It's essential for parents to know they have a voice in their child's education. Now, shifting gears a bit, how can parents get involved with the school? Could you tell us about the Parent-Teacher Organization, or PTO, and how parents can join?
Absolutely. Schools, the pre-K to 5 schools have a PTO, and I know the middle school and high school, they have boosters. Parents can be a part of our PTO, and I know other schools, we have monthly meetings that it's open, parents can attend. But also, parents can also participate in other events that go along with the PTO, like book fairs, spaghetti suppers, fall festivals, field days. There's so many events that parents can be involved in. And to be honest, sometimes those events can't happen unless the parents are there to volunteer. So we welcome all parents into all of the PTOs and boosters.
Thank you so much, Principal Fournier. I really appreciate you being here and taking the time to share all of these wonderful insights. It is very clear that through programs like the Reading Initiative with the high school students and the PTO, that we're building a really strong community around our schools.
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Fournier, for the important work you're doing at Fruit Street and for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure to talk about Fruit Street, but it's always a pleasure to talk about the Bangor School Department and the great things that our students do within the walls of our schools.
Wonderful. Thank you. I'd like to close by sharing just a few, there are many more, but a few of the upcoming events that we are looking forward to in the coming weeks and next month. So at BHS Theater presentation, we will be having Romeo and Juliet, November 20th to 22nd. We have Fall Break, November 24th through 28th. We have parent-teacher conferences, November 24th and 25th. Fairmount Winter Concert will be hosted on December 5th at 1 p.m. A Mary Snow concert will be December 8th at 1:30 p.m. Our BHS Winter Concert is December 9th at 7 p.m. Our middle school's winter concert will be December 11th at 6:30 p.m. And Shrek, the musical, will be at Mary Snow School on December 16th at 5 p.m. For more information about events, please check out our website and social media accounts. I'd like to thank all of our listeners for tuning in to Beyond the Bell. Stay connected for more stories about the amazing work in our schools. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time.